Here I'm working with Samba, and my focus for this week has been to try to get her to give me a deeper head carriage and to accept a little bit more contact. So that's what I ask her for in the groundwork and riding her from the ground. Here I'm asking her to put her head down just a little lower. And I'm really pleased with her this week. I'm starting to learn how to uh, get the knack of her. She's very sensitive. She does not like to be pushed around. She won't take it at all. And I'm starting to learn how to work with her and just ask her and very nicely for what I want from her. And she'll usually stay with me, and she won't turn on me. Here I'm doing a little bit of the lateral engaging step with her and asking for that deep head carriage. And she's really giving it to me. Now, we talked about this in my last lesson, but I didn't quite catch what I'm supposed to do to reward her. I think you said to drop one rein, but I didn't do that. I get her in that low head carriage, and then I kind of try to ease her into something else. So I don't think I'm doing that right. But here I'm just stopping her and letting her get into get her head down low, and then we're trying to move into some other kind of movement. I don't know what the heck I'm doing right here. I'm stopping her. I'm asking her to lower her head and soften. She does. So I guess I'm supposed to drop one rein? I'm kind of confused about that. But I'm just asking her to stop a lot here in between movements and get soft. And that's helping to make her more submissive and more quiet. And she's accepting my leadership more. Here I'm asking her to soften again. And down she goes. I like the way she kind of has her head on the vertical here. I let the reins kind of slip through my fingers a little bit, and I'm trying to keep my hands next to my belly button. And I'm just kind of riding her around in a circle here and letting her get the feel of it. I'm trying not to do anything, frankly. Just think about going around in a circle. And I want to try to get everything moving in unison as one unit and not use my hands separately from my seat and so forth. And she seems to be accepting it quite well here. She's really relaxing into it, and she's just walking around in a nice little circle. She has her moments here when she really drops her head nicely into it, and see, she's licking a little bit there. That's good. That's a sign she's relaxed, right? Well, you can see she's relaxed. Her head kind of went up there for a second. She's looking at something, but I kind of gave her a little twinkle on the inside rein, and she came right back and was paying attention to me again. We were going around in a circle, and all of a sudden she says, "Hey, I want to go this way." So I stopped her, and she freezes in place like she's playing Twister, and just freezes. And so I waited a second, asked her to go back. I'm turning her back in so we get back in on our little circle. I don't know what got into her head there. Even though I have my hands very high here next to my belly button, I keep reminding myself to keep my shoulders relaxed, not to pull back, just to keep a soft contact, and that's what she likes. She likes to be very elastic and not pull back at all. Now, this is another one of those times I was just going around and she suddenly threw her head up. So we just stopped and we're waiting a little bit here, letting her wait on me. And she's getting real soft here. So I'm just going to ask her to turn in, get back on our circle.
Wow, that's pretty good.
And around we go. That's pretty good. There she gets very soft again. I guess I should be dropping one rein, but I didn't do that. I'm just going to quietly ask her to do something else here. Overall, I'm really pleased with Samba this week because she really has her moments when she's dropping her head and getting very relaxed, and this just isn't like her. We usually have battle royals every time I ride her, and I'm starting to really understand her a lot better. Okay, so now I'm working on Prairie, and I'm basically trying to do the same thing. Here you can see I'm hooking my thumbs in my belt to try to get the feeling of riding with my hands at my belly button and getting everything working together. And he's accepting that contact, it looks like. Um, but I'm having a little bit of trouble with him. He seems confused about what I'm asking him to do. See how he's slowing down? It looks like I've slowed down the video, but no, that's just him slowing down. And here I've stopped him. I've asked him to wait a little bit. I've asked him to soften. And now I'm asking him to do a little bit of turnout. I think I have my head turned too much to the outside. But he does it. And I'm asking him for move out again here. And he's just not doing it. And so I'm going to get off here and remind him of what I want him to do, which he does very easily and very well on the ground. Now I'm going to ask for a move out again, and he does it more easily, a little better. There, I asked him to stop, and now I'm going to soften him. And it was at this point that I remembered your instructions about dropping one rein to reward him. So I did that. I dropped the inside rein. And I'm keeping some contact on the outside rein. It's still not much. And then I dropped that too. So he's doing real well, keeping his head down. Overall, though, I didn't feel like this was a good day of riding. I felt like I was in constant battle, pulling back on the reins on him. And I know I'm not supposed to, but I don't know what was going wrong. I think I needed to just get him going around and around and around so he understood what I wanted him to do and there was no more confusion about it. Here we have another stop. I'm going to ask him to soften and wait. And I drop the inside rein again. I'm rewarding him a pat. Now there I think he did that bad thing. I think he was rooting. Is that right? But there he moved off and he kept his head down. And I think that's something good. Now I'm asking for a move out again. Another stop. And I'm asking him to soften. And that's real nice. And I think I dropped the inside rein. Yep. That looks good. Here we're going to get some practice on turn in. I've asked him to soften and move his head to the inside. And I'm turning in the direction I want to go. Doesn't cross over, but he does stop obediently when I ask him to stop. There he had a little bit of crossover. I'm going to ask him again. No, that wasn't very good. And now I'm asking for move out. Yeah, all in all, not too good.